as we see here, the DNA of Shraddha has matched with Shraddha's father, and that remains a big clincher now in this case. As this case progresses, the investigation progresses. Here's a look at the bunch of evidence that the police have gathered to nail Aaftab, to ensure the most strictest punishment for Aaftab. Here's a quick look at the evidence that's found. Shraddha's bones extensively that was sent for a DNA test. In fact, 13 bones of Shraddha that was collected from Mehrauli forest was sent for a DNA, and that's now matched with Shraddha's father. Now, the saw that was used to chop Shraddha's body parts. This is another piece of evidence, a very crucial piece of evidence, basically the weapon of attack which the police have now accessed. That will of course nail Aaftab, and the murder that he carried out will establish on how he carried out this murder, and that will implicate him in this crime. Of course, the knives that were used to chop Shraddha's body. One must remember that Aaftab has used multiple equipments to chop off Shraddha's body into multiple pieces, only so that he could discard it off comfortably. And those knives now also the police have now accessed. And also Shraddha's blood stains that were found in Aaftab's kitchen and bathroom. That also very evident on how Aaftab may have moved the body around from one place to the other, chopped her in the kitchen, in the bathroom, several places where he used to carry out this crime and try to dispose it off successfully or unsuccessfully. The police have now nailed that. Also, Aaftab's confession to the police. Now, this is just an indicator, as we heard from experts time and again, that Aaftab's confession to the police really means nothing as long as police are able to corroborate his confession with enough evidence. But the fact that he's confessed also will be taken in court, and the fact that the police now have enough evidence, it appears that a strong case will be built up to nail Aaftab in this case. Now, India Today has spoken to Shraddha's friends as well. In fact, I spoke to a few of her friends to understand what they're going through at this point after knowing that Shraddha's DNA has matched with her father. Listen in.
Trust me, till the last minute, deep down in the heart, we were hoping Shraddha to come back. We were just hoping that all of this is not true. But finally, with regards to the case and the development, we get to know that the body parts found are of Shraddha herself. I think this has to be enough for the whole of the nation and whole of the world to understand that Shraddha is no more with us, and Aaftab has been very loud and very clear of how he has murdered and how he has disposed of her body parts. And I think it is to the society to decide and the law to decide how Aaftab has to be hanged and how we can give a little justice to Shraddha now.
This news is certainly bad in terms of the information passed on to her father, because obviously it's a confirmation to the loss of the family, right? But talking on the grounds of this case, I believe it's a big closure that we have done, and I believe this case needs to be closed as early as possible, and this guy should be hanged immediate basis. So I feel all the advocates who are vouching for the punishment, rigorous punishment, should be taken into consideration, and it should be served on an immediate basis.
You see, DNA experiment, I mean, the details which are received now is the most critical of the evidence. It fixes the responsibility beyond any words. Whatever parts have been recovered from the jungles, which have been thrown by this accused, are matching exactly, and they show that precisely who the person could be. So that is the most important factor as far as the evidence is concerned. As far as the polygraph and other tests are concerned, they are indicative. They would not be the clinching evidence. But this DNA test and the findings from the DNA, they are beyond any doubt. And there is no any problem left with the presentation of evidence before the judiciary as concerned. So I think it is very important, and that will fix the accused in all manners.